Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition Not So Thin Blood Chronicle. Are We Dead Yet? This is Season 2, Epilogue 1, Dreams of the Dead. Let's meet our undead vampires, starting with April.
Hi, I'm April Brown. I'm also known as the TableTopGeek on TikTok and pretty much everywhere else, and I will be playing Ruby the Hakata.
Luna?
Hi, I'm Luna, or Druidbynight. You can find me at Druidbynight on TikTok, Twitter, and Twitch, and I will be playing the Tremere, Theodora Winters.
And Ramos.
Hi, I'm Gilbert Ramos, found everywhere on the internet at Ramonsthenomad, and today I will be playing Ramón Flores the Nosferatu.
We join our thick bloods of our coterie at Stella's home, what's left of it anyway, pondering the events of the night. They have refused Baron Canante's offer of joining his faction, the Sabbat. They have heard the warning of Ramón's uncle Jan that blood witches of the Grand Strand are not only to be wary of, but are responsible for what has happened to his sister Julia. And they have also received a text from Sawyer warning them to go nowhere near the amusement park. Right now, it is 3 hours before sunup. They are waiting for Stella to arrive, having informed her that she is likely homeless. And Theo has just received a premonition about something familiar.
Yeah, just another vision about the upside down house.
Yep.
Apparently Harley's a ghost. So there's that. And he seemed
that tracks.
And he seemed very distraught about being dead.
Join the club, I guess.
Yeah. Shit happens.
And yes, Theo, shit does happen. When you first learned that Harley had passed, you were at first very upset. And then your beast convinced you that his death was a tool, was a means to an end, that you could learn more about this world of darkness through his death.
When I have the time, I want to go back there.
The fuck?
I want to talk to him. Think of what he knows.
What kind of... Is it even still standing? I mean, Sawyer kind of torched the place.
Yeah, well, from what I saw, it's still... They put the fire out. There were humans, EMTs, going in and out.
I don't know
Is that smart? That place seemed like it was the worst for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of ground zero for hunters.
Bit.
Would he even talk to us? Like, I don't know how ghosts work, but, I don't know if he'll be willing to have a conversation.
Ruby, you do remember when you were there. You liked it there. It felt very homey. You don't know why. No idea. But it wouldn't be a... Well, let's see. Let's see what Ruby can glean just from her own blood. Let's dig a little deeper into how much Ruby is starting to understand the Hecata. Do you have any dots in occult?
Let me see. I think that's mostly a... Nope.
Then I would just need a straight intelligence roll.
All right.
I am looking only for one success.
Oh, I got 2 successes.
All right. You have heard multiple times from multiple people that the clan you are now, the Hecata, are the clan of death. It would not be outside of your possible reasoning that the reason why you felt so homey there is perhaps this place that you were in was haunted. And that your clan might have some sort of affinity with death and undeath.
Wait a second. So, when we were there, I remember I felt really, really comfortable there. Like, going to your grandma's house comfortable.
Yes, Ramón, you remember that as well. You asked Ruby why she is smiling as you were in there with her.
I remember how everybody tells me, like, Because of the clan that I am in, that I've got this thing with death.
Yeah.
I don't think that Harley is the only ghost there. There might be more. Don't know how much more, but I think there might be more. And there might be something that I can help with. I mean, if they can do things with bodies, might be something that we could do with ghosts as well. I don't know what, but I could see.
That's
Yeah.
all fairly out of my purview. The whole family was like not down for ghosts, so I don't know.
Well, apparently we all have different specialties. You talk to mice, I could talk to the dead. Who knows?
Perhaps, Ramon, you could find more about what they know about Julia. After all, you have a picture someone has taken of her mid-change, and that is where you got it.
Yeah. Shit. We're kind of out of options, yeah.
They may have more documentation on the different kinds of things that go in the night.
Yeah, that's right. We should... Fuck. Everything's fucked. Everything is so fucked.
As you say, everything is fucked. All three of you hear a car screeching down the paved road.
Speaking of which,
her slick black sedan is going well over the speed limit of this suburban area. She's going at least 75 miles an hour, and she pulls onto her own lawn. She doesn't even wait to get to the driveway, and she jumps out of the car, and you can see that she has already begun crying. Now, this seems like a strange reaction from a vampire. They are immortal creatures. They, as you have been demonstrated to, they have access to lots of money and people to manipulate to get whatever they want. So why Stella would be so devastated at the loss of her home is maybe a little bit strange. She was a human, maybe not. But yeah, she is not breaking down, but you can see the blood tears have already started forming under her eyes as she stares at the home and not at any of you.
I will go to her side and just try to be a comforting presence.
Do you say anything to her? Or does anyone?
I'm really sorry.
All my things were in there. I really liked my things.
Yeah, I can understand that.
No, you can't. I don't know where I'm supposed to sleep when I don't have my things. I have to sleep with my things. It's a dragon thing.
This is a dumb question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. The house exploded.
It didn't explode in like I'm trying to think of the guy who did the Transformers movie. I can't think of his name.
Like a
in a
Michael
Michael
Bay.
Bay kind of a way. It exploded in a much more realistic sort of pieces of the foundation have crumbled away and pieces of the facade have busted out left, right, and center. So it's sort of collapsed more than it has exploded.
Okay. And it's like on fire.
In most of it, yes.
Okay.
To resist the frenzy to go in there to get something would have to be great.
Yeah.
Like stellar.
Oh.
Stella is insightful enough to see what you're thinking, and she puts a hand on your shoulder. She says, it's not worth it. Logically, I know that it's not worth it. And she pulls your old bandana out of her pocket that she still has with her. At least I have this. I hope this is enough that I'll be able to I'll be able to sleep somewhere and It's complicated. Being a vampire is very complicated.
It is, and we'll get you. On a sentimental level, I understand that we can't just replace everything that was in there, but we'll get you. We will get you new things at the very least, so you can sleep soundly.
I need you to get out of here, though. I used to be a homicide detective. I know a lot of people in this parts. I gotta call them, get them here, get my insurance money for this place. I'm supposed to be dead, but I need y'all to get out of here. It'll go better if it's just me.
I understand. How do you want us to...
Take my car and get out of here.
Not a problem.
I'll let you know when I'm ready to talk about it.
Fair.
Fair enough.
Thank you, Stella.
Luckily, if you're ever in a pinch, we can sleep under the ground. Just saying.
Yeah. Okay. We'll talk later about more stuff.
Much later.
Fair. And I will back off.
I make my way to the car.
Who's driving? Who's driving?
I will drive. I have Dotson
Okay.
drive.
Yeah, Ramón will drive. Ramón, you've driven Stella's car before. You had to drive her home when she was under a compulsion, and now you're starting to think that maybe this Samitsi, and this might sound strange considering you're all undead creatures that drink blood. Samitsi might be kind of weird. Samitsi might be kind of in the same way that you are kind of weird on the outside. Samitsi might be kind of weird on the inside. So you're kind of getting that maybe there's a little bit more nuance to vampires of just being pretty and rich. But this particular car is, you would probably be able to determine that at one time it was used as an unmarked car for stings and things like that. It's a very plain, it has no insignia of who made the car. That's not on the car anywhere. So yeah, it's likely custom made for the Myrtle Beach Police Department. And I need to know where you're going. As I said, you have about 3 hours of the night. You've already discussed the Hollow. It is not far from here. As you know, you drove here. It's about 15 minutes away. If that is where you'd like to go, that is where we can go.
So, the upside down house?
Is it safe to sleep there?
I don't know that anywhere is safe anymore.
That's true.
But I think if you guys think that it'll help, or that there's something we can glean there, let's try and make tonight not a complete fucking wash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to the Hollow it is. Already been here tonight, so this is a very familiar drive. If there's anything you'd like to discuss on the car ride there, now is the time to do it. As well, Theo, do you try and do any more communications with Sawyer or Tex?
Absolutely. I'm texting them like, what happened? Where are you? Are you safe? Things like that. Trying to call again.
A text comes back through that just says, I'll tell you everything. Stay safe. I love you.
I'll text back, I love you too. Okay. You do the same.
No further texts come through.
Nothing from Sawyer or Tex, just that we'll learn everything when we meet back up.
We have to stop relying on people, I think.
Well, considering we have nothing here in the city, we have no money, what else are we supposed to do? I mean, at some point, yeah, we're gonna get settled in, but we are new.
That's the thing, though. We're everywhere we've stayed has been alone, and we've always we end up owing people. Or in this case, we got someone's home destroyed, and it sounds like it's more than just a house to her. So I think we're looking at this the wrong way. And I don't think we can just wait to get settled in. I think we need to take what we need.
So, what do we take and how?
I think we have to be... I think as much as we've been trying to avoid it, I think we need to be more monstrous. We can't survive off of loans. We can't keep fucking up like this. We need our own space. And so long as we're not killing people wantonly or encroaching on someone else's territory, I think we find a home and we take it.
Well, Galen did give us, domain. We just have to choose to take it.
That's not a loan. If you want to think about it, we earned that.
It's true.
Yeah, this is all of it is. It just doesn't feel. None of this feels good.
As a storyteller, let me ask: are you pondering about the boon that you still owe to Razor? I believe you owe 2 boon, or you did one, and you owe now another to Razor.
Yeah.
And are you considering there are more boons that you might owe Stella a boon now for what has happened, things of that nature?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm pondering all the boons and then the give and take. Galen has granted us domain, but I think Ramón is still not looking at it as like something that has been earned, but just still feels like there will be another shoe to drop.
Understand. As you progress through the city, it's very quiet now because it's quite late and there aren't a lot of people out anymore. They're passing out from partying and drinking. And as you pull into the hollow, the Broadway at the beach is for the most part closed down, except for the back portion where there are bars and things like that. So as you pull into the parking lot, you see Froggy Bottoms, the place where you first ran into Aaron Coleman. You see the large Hard Rock Cafe Pyramid where Ethan picked you up to take you to Club Karma at the beach. And you need to walk past all those things into the darker part of Broadway at the beach where everything is mostly closed. You need to walk past the Senior Frogs and Margaritaville and things of that nature.
Well, here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, this is completely out of my purview, so this is all you guys. Mom always said to not fuck with ghosts, so this is...
You don't see any security here anymore. As far as you're aware, they are no longer among the living.
We may want to make our way. So the way we got in, we got on through the roof, and there's a lab. Like there's a door that leads to a lab, and that was where we ran into Harley. That's also where I felt homey and all that. So there might be a lot of activity up there, and that's where we may run into Harley.
Okay.
So I know Ramón and we've got pretty good jumping skills. If you want, you can climb on my back.
Absolutely.
We can also send in Baron Squeakers if we want to scope it out first.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll try to gently reach into the hood and pull out a very sleepy Baron.
Mm-hmm. He is very sleepy. He's been quite busy, active, although he wasn't utilized very often. He was still present and there the entire time. He went with you into the lab and everything in your pocket. And he says, time to sleep?
Hey, buddy. Yeah, no, not quite yet. We need one more quick recon, okay?
Recon?
Yeah, I just need you to go into a place and look around a little bit, and then come back out and tell me what you saw, okay?
Look for what?
Just anything weird, any people. Do you know what a gun is?
No.
Okay.
Is it food? Tastes good?
No, no. No, guns are bad. I'll get you. We'll do that. We'll work on that education later. But I just need you to look around, see if you see anything weird or interesting. And then you can go sleep. And then when you wake up, I will have a whole feast for you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, buddy. And I will direct him to the area where Ruby was gesturing to.
Okay. So he goes in. And since you have chosen to do it this way, Ramos, I need a wits awareness.
Shit.
Depending on the outcome of this roll, you will either finish your time with us for this epilogue, or no, you will stay with us.
Understood. I know what I'm doing. I've played Vampire before. Give me the things. Okay.
So you take your dots and wits and your dots and awareness, and don't forget to replace your hunger.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Everything's good. I panicked for a second. We're good.
I was just being patronizing.
I appreciate you. That is 3 successes. Just 3 successes.
Well, let's all say goodbye to Ramos. As Ramón, as you are standing there waiting for Baron Squeakers, and you're kind of looking around because you're, as we've already established, you're feeling confused, conflicted, issues going on with the way things are run here in the Grand Strand, and how you're going to proceed your life here going forward. You see your little sister, Alba. She's about 14, 15 years old. She's here very late, and she's coming out of one of the Johnny Rockets, one of the fast food places here. And you can tell that she's been drinking. She's with a group of girls. They all seem to be together, and they're laughing and giggling and falling over each other. They're all holding water bottles, a very old trick. That likely there's alcohol in those bottles. They're all very similar water bottles. And they're laughing and giggling and wandering around. Way too late and way too young to be doing such a thing. And I need to know how you are going to leave our scene. Are you going to make a straight beeline? Are you going to let your coterie know? How would you do this?
I would... Squeakers will be coming back to this spot, right?
They sure will. And they cannot communicate with him.
Yep. Oh, this is already very sad. I am going to...
I mean, Squeakers can find you. He will come to the spot, you won't be there, and he'll just keep leaving.
Okay.
With Theo and Ruby unable to stop him.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna... Is there, How secluded are we? I know that they're off a little bit in the distance.
Mm-hmm. There's no one around you. It's very dim here. All the lights have been turned off because this part of Broadway at the beach is usually inaccessible. But it's inaccessible in the sense where if you don't move the barriers, then you can't get in there. But the barriers are, just pylons and things like that.
And they don't see us at all, I'm assuming.
They do not.
And so there is a building near them, you said?
Yes, they have just come out of Johnny Rockets. Johnny Rockets is closing down.
Okay.
And just a quick reminder, you don't look like yourself anymore.
Yep. I am going to just whisper.
You look like a 1960s era ghoul.
I am going to just whisper my sister's name and just say Alva, and then I will soaring leap up as close to the top of the building as I can, so I can kind of Batman this, I guess.
Up to the top of Johnny Rockets?
Yes.
All right, and you can do that. No issue. So, contemporaneously, as that is happening, Ruby, you see that you hear Ramon say something. You weren't really paying attention. You were sort of just like watching for Squeakers to come back because he's so small, and you're just making sure that he comes back okay. You hear Ramon say something, and then you turn around, and he has leapt to another building very far from you. You have 1 dot in potence. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes.
Yeah, but Theo, you're staring at the building, and you remember when you were here last time, you opened your eyes to see things beyond this world. And you do that again as you stare at it. Activate Sense the Unseen.
Mm-hmm.
As you do so, you see all the windows of this place light up with the faces of the dead staring at you. They stand in the corridors. They stare at you out from the windows. You see them shuffling inside the building. They are not leaving the building, as if that they are stuck here. Do you know that this is the place that he is here as a ghost?
Wow. I'm so focused on this, I didn't even realize that Ramon left.
That is correct.
Okay. There's a lot of spirits here. Zach Bagans would have a field day. I'll turn back and to like inform them, and then see Ramon's gone. Like, where did
He jumped onto the burger place. He said a word, and I wasn't really paying attention because I was focusing on the mouse. What the fuck?
Okay. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Maybe it's some more vampire bullshit.
Ruby, you feel a pull to this place as well. You want to feel that nice grandma home feeling again. And you know all you have to do is cross the threshold.
I know this sounds crazy, but I think Ramon's gonna do what Ramon's gonna do. I think you and I should just go ahead and go on in.
Okay.
Do you head right through the front door?
Where's... I look around and I'm like, gosh, I don't want to lose that little mouse, but it's not like you and I can talk to him.
No. Maybe he'll find his way back to Ramon.
Maybe. Should we head through the front door, or should we go through the roof?
I don't know, it might be more... I think we should be as inconspicuous as possible.
Hop on my back?
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll, just so Theo doesn't have to try to make rolls to see if she can hang on with the momentum of you jumping, we will do instead princess style. Easier for you to hold on to her. Or toddler style, where Theo can just hug you around the front and the legs. However you want to do that. And you are carrying a person, so for this particular thing, I'm going to need a strength and athletics.
Okay.
To make sure that you don't miss your mark.
30.
Is luckily for Ruby has 2 dots in potence, which means that where Ramon can only jump 3 meters vertical, Ruby can jump 6.
2 successes?
2 successes is barely enough. Ruby, you weren't quite expecting the shift in weight. You haven't actually soaring leaped with anyone since Ramon fell down from Alabama Theater. So you were sort of, and this is a little bit higher than Alabama Theater, and so you land just at the edge of the roof. And you think that maybe she's going to fall backwards as soon as you land. You feel her tilt, and you grab a little tighter. But Ruby, you can correct yourself.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. Thank you.
You're welcome. Shall we?
We shall.
Down you descend into the lab. Here, most of the equipment has been destroyed. Most of the paperwork has been burnt. I'd like you both, before we do anything else, since Ramon is not with us, to make a wits investigation roll. See if you can find anything else Let's make it count since we have only 2 and not 3.
Oh, I have no investigation fun. I have 1 success.
That's not going to be any use.
I'm gonna roll the willpower. Do a willpower.
I'll be helping you as best as I can.
There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
That's well, with Ruby's 1 success and Theo's 5 successes, that makes 6 successes, and that's much, much better. Luckily, we're grading on a curve here. So, Theo, you are able to gather quite a bit of information. The very first thing that you gather is a leather-bound journal. When you open it, you see that it was written by Harley. Harley, I believe his last name was Osborne. Harley Osborne. You believe that this is his private journal. That's something that you can tuck away in your bag.
Definitely.
You also pick up a stack of what looks like, not a stack, excuse me, a bag of USB drives. Those are things that you'll have to take over. Unfortunately, most of the paperwork is completely destroyed. But these 2 items seem to be the most intact. And I will let you take one other thing, and I will let you decide which of these 2 things would you like to take.
Okay.
There is a vial of an unknown liquid, and there is a gun that looks like a gun that would be used at a zoo, and it has 3 vials on it. I will let you take one of these 2 items.
Oh no. Are they the same liquid in the gun?
They are not.
Oh, okay.
The liquid in the for the gun, dart gun, I guess I'll call it, blowgun, is a greenish, light greenish, pale greenish color. The liquid in the other vial is a deep, dark purple red.
For the sake of research, I gotta go with the single vial.
And that is what you will take.
Yes.
And the gun was never there.
Oh, so sorry. That was probably really useful too. Oops.
We'll never know. We'll never know. Now, as you pick up all of these things, Ruby, you were not super helpful in this endeavor because you cannot get over the fact that you feel so at ease here, and you feel like you wish desperately to be able to see the ghosts around you. You know that they're there. You almost feel them moaning. You almost feel them passing through you, and you yearn to control them. You think that you could, given enough time. You think that you could be their master. It's a very strange feeling. It goes against everything human Ruby would have believed in. But of course, for you, Theo, you see the ghosts.
Mhm.
You see the ghosts walking into Ruby, through Ruby, past Ruby. They do not like her. They are fearful of her. And as soon as they walk through her, they realize what she is, and they run scampering from the room.
Oh, that's weird.
Hmm?
The spirits don't seem to like you very much.
What? But why don't they like me?
I could ask, I guess.
Do they see you?
Do they see me?
None of them seem to be looking directly at you, but they aren't looking directly at Ruby either.
Well, it's not as though they're paying attention to either one of us. It's more so when they're near you, they run away.
But I want to talk to them.
I know. I'm sorry. I could, like I said, I could ask, I guess.
I mean, we don't have an Ouija board or anything, but
Yeah, that would have been good. Damn.
A voice you hear, Theo. Can you really see the ghosts? And it is Harley's voice. Ruby, you don't hear anything.
I'm just chilling.
Out loud, she'll say, yes.
You say something?
Harley?
Before both of your eyes, a spirit appears they are gossamer, almost see-through, but they are more corporeal. And as soon as he appears, and you see that it is also Harley Ruby, he grabs onto his own body, his own chest, as if this is a difficult thing for him to do. And he starts breathing as if that will help him, which of course it will not. I can't hold this form very long. Theo, what are you doing here? With the person who killed me, no less.
I wanted to come see you, actually.
Why? You shouldn't be here.
What's wrong with this place besides you and your friends using it as a hub?
I don't mean here. I mean in Myrtle Beach. You shouldn't be here. And you shouldn't be what you are now.
Can't help that.
But you could have if you just left.
Well, could have, should have, would have. I have so many questions for you.
Harley tries to move closer to you, but what ends up happening is that he sort of sputters, and suddenly he's in one place, and then he's right in front of your face in a frightening way. I'm sorry. And from this angle now, Ruby, that he has moved, you can see that the back of his head is completely concaved in from what you had done to him as a human.
How long?
How long what?
How long were you with those people?
Not long. 2 weeks before I stole your thesis. I didn't do it to hurt you. And I'm sorry that I'm not sorry that I did it.
Wait, what the hell do you mean by that?
What we studied together, what we were together, was real. It wasn't a trick, not in the beginning. I did everything that I could to be as competent and knowledgeable as you. I wanted to do something special for you when you released your thesis. I thought it would be nice for you to know your family tree. We always talked about how your father never talked about your mother and never talked about where you came from, and I thought it would be nice for me to give you something like that. When I started looking into who your father was, they contacted me, the org.
What did you find?
He grabs his chest again and doubles over. I can't keep this up.
I'm sorry. What did you find?
I stole your thesis to stop you from achieving everything that your father wanted you to achieve. I pushed you away. I tried to get you to leave Myrtle Beach when I was assigned here for the research team because I knew what was happening here and I didn't want you here. I thought something bad would happen to you and I was right. And now I'm too late, and now I'm dead, and no one can save you from him now.
My father?
He's something, what today's will call it, awakened.
What does that mean?
He grabs onto your hand as he falls further down to the ground. And of course, even if do you try and reach out to him as your hand goes right through his? And Ruby, you are just watching this.
Yeah.
This is Theo. I'm sorry. I just wanted to protect you. I loved you. And before your eyes, he evaporates. Well, wasn't that a show? Ruby, from right directly behind your ear, it is Morgan. Let's give him a daytime Emmy. So dramatic, am I right? Like this is hard. Morgan's form is less shimmery, and she seems to be filled with something. Her eyes are red, and inside of her chest is fiery. Puts her hands on you, Ruby, and I need a stamina and composure roll from you.
Oh, bitch, what you doing to me? Let's see, 1, 2, 3 successes?
3 to 3. So she pushes you, and you move back slightly, but your feet don't go anywhere. You stay planted.
Okay.
How's it going, murderer? Killer? Killed this guy, killed me. Who's next on your list? I'd love to see it.
None of it was on purpose.
Hilarious.
And you weren't exactly a saint when you were alive either.
Yeah. I had this weird thing happen to me where a vampire forced me to drink their blood or tricked me into it, and it sort of changed my personality into being an absolute cunt. You would know. We get it. You and me. Hey, homewrecker.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
Okay.
Long before Caitlin ever came around, I never liked you.
Well, the feeling was mutual.
You can't hurt my feelings, sweetheart. I'm dead.
I mean, so am I.
Yeah.
Okay, you can take pop shots at me because, frankly, yeah, I deserve it. One bitch to another, but leave Theo out of this. She never did anything to you while you were alive.
Yeah. She never did anything to me while I was alive. She waited until I was dead. That's so nice of you, Theo. Girls, right? Girl code?
You left Sawyer.
Okay. I don't know how you graduated from college. I was under the influence of that nasty vampire blood that's running through both of your veins.
Okay.
Anything Caitlin wanted me to do, I do it. I jump off a goddamn bridge and take a basket of kittens with me if she wanted me to. That help? Do you need a visual?
Okay. I would like to say that I am sorry for murdering you.
Keep it. Save it.
I didn't do it on purpose. It wasn't my right mind.
You want to do something for me? 2 things. Kill Caitlin. Slow and good. And let me see Sawyer. Bring Sawyer here.
We're kind of halfway there to the first one. We've got her staked. Sawyer, there's some bullshit that's going around, and everybody's trying to stay safe.
Oh my god, I don't care. I don't care. I'm dead, and I don't get to make decisions anymore. I died and not being able to make decisions, and now I'm dead and I don't get to make decisions about my own life. Okay? And I have this thing inside of me, okay? It's like a dark shadow, And it wants me to die. It wants me to die. It wants to pull me into a void of oblivion. And I have to fight it every second of every day, which doesn't matter because there are no days. Everything is just a perpetual timeline. So I don't care about your little problems. What I want is to resolve my fetter. And if I want to resolve my fetter, I need Caitlin Longhorn Den, and I need to say goodbye to Sawyer, and then I can move on to whatever the fuck comes after this. It can't be worse than this. Is that understandable? Do you need to write it down? I can't write it down for you.
No, that's very understandable.
And everything you've requested is fair. It can't happen tonight because we've got like 2 hours, and we don't do well in the daylight.
I just said that like time has no meaning, so like just tell me that you're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it.
We'll do it
eventually.
Thanks. I really appreciate it.
Sorry.
Super
for
fun being dead, by the way. It's like so great.
I'm not exactly having
Like,
a picnic either.
Well, you get to actually like have a picnic. Like you can have a nighttime picnic. I don't get to do that because I don't get to eat anymore. So this place is full of ghosts, right? And there's an abscess in the labyrinth that is connected to this place. So like veil's real thin here. So I'm here, and there's gonna be a bunch of other ghosts here. So probably like anybody else you kill, if you want to talk to them again, and they'll probably be here. So we can all hang out, and you can fix all of the problems for us after you kill us. That can be your thing.
I haven't killed anyone else. Theo says that the rest of them don't like me particularly very much. Do you have any idea why?
Yeah, because of the type of vampire you are.
Hakata?
Well, I don't know. We can just tell. We can just feel it. You actually, I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell you. We just don't like you because of who you are. I like that better.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. So bring me news of the death of Caitlin Longhorn, and let me say goodbye to Sawyer so I can get the fuck out of this house and away from Stygia. Okay.
Away from what?
Stygia?
Oh my god. I can't. It's like it's dead people things. You wouldn't understand.
Okay.
Don't worry. If you want to talk to Harley again, he'll I don't know what his problem is. Like maybe he just wasn't an angry enough person. Maybe he wasn't angry enough that he died. Maybe he was just like full of sadness and regret when he died, that he didn't like do everything he possibly could to keep himself alive. I was filled with anger. I was so angry because I was behind those eyes, Ruby. I was in there, right? I was screaming, begging for someone to notice that I was under the influence of someone else, and no one did. And then you fucking killed me. So I'll be here. We'll all be here. All the rest of your victims until the end of time. Unless someone closes this abscess, which I don't think you guys even know what the hell I'm talking about based on the blank looks on your faces.
All right. And Ruby is just like physically upset, but you can tell she's trying to keep her shit together. It's just like, okay, Theo, you think we've found enough information? We should probably try and find somewhere before the sun comes up.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well,
Toodles!
see you later, Kate. See you later.
Morgan. Already forgot my name. It's awesome for me. Love that for me.
I know it doesn't mean anything to you, but I really am sorry.
It means absolutely nothing. It's like the wind. And she dematerializes.
Good talk.
Well.
And that is where we are going to end Epilogue 1, Dreams of the Dead, for this evening.